Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the September CEO update. Lots to share and lots to fill in. Been a really exciting and busy time across the sector over the last couple of months. Perhaps before we start, I just wanted to reflect and recognise that it's been a very difficult week this week across the broking community, across the NIBA community, and I'm sure across the WTW community with the shocking and very untimely passing of Greg Vlahos. Greg was on the NIBA board for a number of years. He was also the chair of our finance committee, and his loss is rippling right across the sector with shock and grief. And wanted to reach out on behalf of the NIBA community to the Willis community, of course, to Greg and his family, as we reflect on his fantastic contribution and the man that he was, and my heartfelt sense of life is not fair. So I guess if there's a message in this, it's to seize the day and enjoy every day as it comes our way. Under our policy, advocacy and representation banner, it's been a really busy time across the sector over the last few months. WorkCover in WA convened their regular annual conference. Was a really successful conference. It was great to have so many NIBA people present and involved in that community. Of course, the workers' compensation discussion has been happening in WA. It's definitely been happening in New South Wales as well, with lots of change. And watch this space for further information. Further in New South Wales, the strata conversation has been important. NIBA took a small delegation to a conversation recently within New South Wales to talk about some of the thinking around strata and what the future looks like. I think it's an important discussion in New South Wales, but actually it's an important discussion for us across the country as more and more people head into strata and living in strata communities. And so getting the right regulation with the right settings, with the right level of transparency, making sure that we're all doing the right thing is kind of the direction of travel. And it's an important conversation that that's already rippling across into ACT, into Victoria, and to other places as well. At a federal level, a listener and I attended the recent Senate hearing run by their communications committee. This was on the climate report that landed over the last couple of weeks. Really paints a pretty shocking and disturbing picture of the impacts of climate and climate change. And so we'll continue to be part of that conversation and discussion. Finally, into a convention, we're delighted to be hosting Pat Conahan. He's the Shadow Assistant Treasurer, and President Nick and I will be in Canberra in the first week of November, meeting with a number of politicians, key advisors across the political spectrum, political divide. Again, our advocacy focus is around informing, it's around educating, and ultimately it's about advocating. And so spending time building relationships, educating and informing people, really important part of what we're doing. So that's our political roundup. Quick one on our professionalism roundup. Really three things to share. The NIBA board has now convened the first of our meetings under our Project Athena. Project Athena is really about steering into education standards, education pathways across the sector. Co-chaired by Greg Mullins and Stella Prosciuno. We've started the discussion, really watch this space. This will be big into the last quarter of this year and certainly big into 2026. The second thing under our professionalism banner is all about the code. Delighted to advise that we've now received a draft report back from an independent code reviewer, and the NIBA board is now dealing with that with a view to finalise it. And that'll then become a public document fairly soon. Lots more discussion on this at the upcoming NIBA convention, so watch this space. And look, finally, into the community part of NIBA's offer and operations. Delighted to see so many activities and events taking place right across the country over the last couple of months, and certainly speaking here today, there are two big events taking place around the country. This is really about being present where the members are. It's important to be in the big cities. It's definitely important to be in the regions, and serving members wherever they happen to be also important. And so that's part of our kind of regional strategic approach. Of course, we are 3.5 weeks away from NIBA's flagship event. This is the National Shaping Change Convention. Numbers have just gone super well. Delighted to tell you that we're now well over 800 delegates coming to the event. Great support from around the marketplace, great support from around the sponsors, and super opportunity to bring best of breed content that really looks to inform and educate, but also provide a pathway into the future. Great content always drives great conferences, and this year the convention committee has done an absolutely standout job in curating content that really matters. Well, the other thing at the convention, of course, is recognizing excellence, and across the 4 awards of Broker of the Year that we're doing in conjunction with CGU is in fantastic shape. The Young Broker of the Year in conjunction with Vero, also in amazing shape. And then, of course, we've got the Claims Broker of the Year. We do that in conjunction with Cedric's. And of course, we have the Community Broker of the Year, and we do that in conjunction with Liberty Specialty. And all of these awards are around showcasing and identifying excellence and bringing people to the fore on topics that matter, on issues that matter, and in places that matter. And that's been a really key part of the convention. So look out on day 1 and day 2 as we recognize and share excellence. Folks, beyond that, we're about to head into then quarter 4. Lots of stuff taking place within NIBA. Project Canyon's about to deliver new websites and new functionality and a new member engagement. And we're starting to already plan for what 2026 looks like. Thanks for watching. Please reach out. Please stay involved. Please stay connected. And we look forward to seeing you at the convention and beyond. And for now, bye for now.